Hello, my name is Peter and welcome to my latest video. Join me today into the world of the Pippi Langstrump Gotland filming locations. But before we go to all the locations, first a little history. This is Astrid Lindgren, born in 1907 in Vimmerby, Sweden. At the age of 38, she learned that she had a special gift in storytelling, and it was her daughter that one day came up with the name Pippi Langstrump for one of the characters she invented. The Pippi books would be translated in over 75 languages, and Astrid would become a world-famous writer of children's books and is still being read today with over 175 million copies sold. But for me and many others, Pippi is the most iconic character, not in the least because of the TV series made in the late 1960s and early 70s. In 1949 the first film was made, but Lindgren did not like it. Pippi was played by an adult, and that was against her wishes. We did not get the Pippi movie I dreamed of, a movie filled with warmth, joy and sunshine. And it wasn't until 1968 until they started filming what would become the ultimate Pippi classic. When Lindgren and director Olle Hellboom started to work together, they had a hard time finding a suitable Pippi and a suitable Villa Villekulla. Ads were placed in papers and over 8,000 potential Pippis wrote to the production company. But in the end there was no question on who would become Pippi. A little girl cute as a button called Inger Nilsson would be cast, and the rest is history. The story of what would become Villa Villekulla will be told later in the video.
Att jag ljuger, va? Säg ifrån i så fall!
Visby, on the island of Gotland, was chosen for the background of Pippi's hometown. This 700-year-old medieval city, where in the past Vikings and pirates would rule, was perfect because time stood still there, and it was perfect for the story that was told in a manner where you could not really tell when it took place. The City of Roses it's called, and you can see them in abundance throughout the series. In later episodes, Pippi, Annika and Tommy would venture out into the world, but this video is confined to the Visby, Gotland area. These are the locations that I visited, but there are many, many more. A further list will be shown at the end. This is the oldest photo I could find of the house, from 1920. It would become Villa Villekulla. The house itself was built around 1900 and was owned by the Gotland regiment. It was just a month before the filming started that the director stumbled upon this house. The house was used as a clothing store for the military at the time. A fee of 10,000 kroner was paid to be able to use the house. A veranda was added, some extra paint colors and some crooked items were placed on the windows and the roof of Villa Villekulla. After the success of the first series, Pippi's house became a major attraction for tourists. The area, still used by the regiment, was dangerous and the military did not enjoy all the attention. They opted to demolish the house, but after an article in the local paper was placed, the Visby residents started a petition to save the house. The regiment agreed to sell the house at auction with the condition that the new owner would move the house to a different location. The house was sold to Gotlander Einar Nyberg for 53,000 kroner and was moved for about 10 to 15,000 kroner. A special road was dug to make way for the move to the new location that would become Kneipbynn, Sommarland, a theme park built around Villa Villekulla with attractions and vacation homes. The villa has had a few drastic renovations and it looks better today than ever. The inside is dressed as Pippi's home, although no filming was ever done inside of the house itself. All indoor scenes were done in the film studio in Stockholm. Today you can visit Villa Villekulla during opening hours. Or, like I did, you can ask for a private tour of the house for about 150 kroner. Then you can roam in and around the house all by yourself, and I can really recommend it.